Hi everyone, it's Hikaru. In the world of chess, every piece has a story. Each piece, from the mighty queen to the humble pawn, plays a crucial role in the grand tapestry of the game. The pawn, often underestimated, has a journey filled with potential and bravery. Today we'll follow the journey of a brave little pawn. This is not just any pawn, but one with dreams and aspirations, ready to face the challenges ahead. Our pawn was made of smooth, polished wood, each curve and edge meticulously crafted, giving him a sense of pride and purpose. He stood tall, ready to embark on his journey. He was brand new, fresh out of the box. The scent of fresh wood filled the air as he took his first breath, feeling the excitement of the unknown. He had just opened his eyes for the first time. The world around him was vast and full of possibilities. He could feel the energy of the chessboard, a place where countless battles had been fought and won. The pawn found himself on a large, checkered board. The alternating squares of light and dark seemed to stretch endlessly, creating a mesmerizing pattern that beckoned him to explore. It was a field of light and dark squares, stretching as far as his eyes could see. Each square held a story, a memory of past games and strategies. The pawn felt a sense of awe and wonder. "Where am I?" he wondered, his wooden heart pounding with excitement. The vastness of the board was both intimidating and exhilarating. He knew he was part of something much larger than himself. Little did he know, a grand adventure was about to begin. This journey would test his courage, his determination, and his will to succeed. The pawn was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that every step he took brought him closer to his destiny. As he moved forward, he encountered other pieces, each with their own stories and roles. The knight with his gallant leaps, the bishop with his diagonal sweeps, and the rook with his steadfast march. They all had their parts to play in this intricate dance of strategy and skill. The pawn learned from each encounter, growing wiser and more confident. He realized that while he might be small, his potential was limitless. With each move, he inched closer to the other side of the board, where a transformation awaited him. The end of the board was not just a destination, but a promise of what he could become. The pawn knew that if he reached the other side, he could be promoted, perhaps even to a queen, the most powerful piece on the board. With renewed determination, the pawn pressed on. He faced obstacles and adversaries, but he never lost sight of his goal. His journey was a testament to the power of perseverance and the belief that even the smallest piece can make a difference. And so, our brave little pawn continued his journey, one step at a time, towards his destiny. His story is a reminder that no matter how humble our beginnings, with courage and determination, we can achieve greatness. The pawn was eager to explore his surroundings. He had heard stories about the chessboard, a place where strategy and bravery were key. Now, he was finally here, ready to embark on his own journey. He looked around and saw many other pieces. Each one seemed to have its own unique personality and purpose. The board was a bustling place, full of potential and promise. Those tall guys with pointy hats must be important, he thought, looking at the bishops. They moved diagonally, cutting through the board with precision and grace. Their movements were calculated, and they seemed to command respect. He was curious about the powerful rooks at the corners. They stood tall and sturdy, ready to move in straight lines across the board. Their strength and stability were evident, and the pawn admired their unwavering presence. A wise old queen smiled down at him. She was the most powerful piece on the board, able to move in any direction. Her wisdom and experience were apparent, and the pawn felt a sense of comfort in her presence. "Welcome to the chessboard," she said. Her voice was kind and reassuring, and the pawn felt a surge of confidence. He knew that he had a lot to learn, but he was ready for the challenge. "You have a very important role to play." The queen's words echoed in his mind. He might be small, but he had the potential to make a big impact. Every piece on the board had its own strengths, and the pawn was determined to find his. The pawn was confused but excited. He had so many questions, but he knew that he would find the answers in time. The chessboard was a place of endless possibilities, and he was eager to explore them all. He took his first tentative steps forward, ready to learn the rules of this exciting new world. With each step, he felt a little more confident. The journey ahead was long, but he was ready to face it with courage and determination. The pawn quickly learned that there were two sides on the chessboard, white and black. He was a white pawn, and his mission was to help his team win. He became good friends with his fellow white pieces. They were a team, and they looked out for each other. The knights, with their L-shaped moves, were always ready to protect. However, the black pieces were his opponents. They were always trying to capture him. The pawn learned that he had to be careful and think ahead. As the pawn gained experience, he realized that chess was more than just moving pieces around. Every move had a purpose, a consequence. He learned about different openings, like the Italian game and the Sicilian defense. He discovered the power of controlling the center of the board. The pawn realized that to succeed in chess, he needed to think strategically. He had to anticipate his opponent's moves and plan his own accordingly. The pawn's journey across the board was not easy. He faced many challenges and obstacles. Sometimes he felt stuck, unable to move forward. He learned that sometimes you have to make sacrifices to achieve your goals. He saw some of his friends get captured, but he knew their sacrifice was not in vain. Through it all, the pawn never gave up. He kept moving forward, one square at a time, driven by his determination to reach the other side of the board. The closer the pawn got to the other side, the more dangerous his journey became. The black pieces were relentless in their pursuit, trying to stop him at all costs. He had some close calls. One time, a black knight almost trapped him, but the pawn used his wits and managed to escape the dangerous situation. He realized that even though he was just a pawn, he was a valuable member of his team. He had the power to influence the outcome of the game. Throughout his adventures, the pawn learned valuable life lessons. He learned the importance of patience, perseverance, and strategic thinking. He realized that even though he started as a small pawn, he had the potential to become something more. He could even become a queen if he reached the other side. The pawn learned that chess is a game of skill, not luck. With hard work and dedication, anyone can learn to play and even master the game. Finally, the moment arrived. The pawn had almost reached the other side of the board. Only one square separated him from his goal, but standing in his way was a powerful black rook, ready to block his path. The pawn knew this was his final challenge, the ultimate test of his courage. He had come so far, faced so many dangers. He refused to give up now. He had to find a way to overcome this last obstacle. The pawn looked around and saw his king in trouble. The battlefield was chaotic, with pieces clashing and strategies unfolding. The king, the most important piece on the board, was vulnerable, and the enemy was closing in. The pawn knew that if the king fell, the game would be lost. He felt a surge of responsibility and courage. He was just a small piece, often underestimated, but he had a crucial role to play. He was the only one who could protect him. The other pieces were too far away or blocked by the enemy. The pawn's heart pounded as he moved towards the king, positioning himself defensively. He knew the risks, but he also knew that sometimes the smallest piece could make the biggest difference. His mind raced with the possibilities and the consequences of his actions. With a surge of bravery, the pawn made his final move. He felt a strange sense of calm wash over him as he prepared for what was to come. The board seemed to quiet down, and for a moment it was just him and his mission. He had to protect the king at all costs. The pawn's determination was unwavering and his resolve was clear. He stepped forward, sacrificing himself to save his king. Each step felt heavy, but he moved with purpose. The enemy pieces loomed large, but the pawn did not falter. He advanced, knowing that his sacrifice would give his team the chance they needed. His bravery was a beacon of hope for his fellow pieces, who watched in awe. The black rook captured him, but it was too late. The pawn's sacrifice had bought the king enough time to reposition and avoid capture. The enemy's plan was thwarted, and the momentum of the game shifted. The other pieces rallied, inspired by the pawn's bravery. The rook's capture of the pawn was a small victory for the enemy, but it came at a great cost. The king was safe, and the white team had won the game. The battlefield erupted in celebration as the realization of their victory set in. The king, now safe, acknowledged the sacrifice of the brave pawn. The other pieces gathered around, paying their respects to the fallen hero. The game had been won, but it was the pawn's selfless act that had made it possible. The pawn may have been captured, but he had played a crucial role in his team's victory. His sacrifice was not in vain. The other pieces knew that without his bravery, the outcome could have been very different. The captured pawn was remembered as a symbol of courage and selflessness. His actions had turned the tide of the game and secured their triumph. He was a true hero, and his sacrifice would never be forgotten. The memory of the brave pawn lived on, inspiring future games and players. His story was told and retold, a testament to the power of courage and the impact one small piece could have. The chessboard, now a scene of victory, stood as a reminder of the hero's sacrifice. The pawn's legacy was etched into the history of the game, forever remembered as the hero who saved the king.